Lace him up, boxing.
Lace 'em up boxing, back at it again with some more boxing talk. Hit that bell icon to get notified every time I drop that heat. Jab that like button, smash that like button. My boxing heads and casual fans out there, let's lace them up. Rolly Romero versus Pitbull Cruz for Rolly Romero's 140-pound WBA strap. Now, this fight right here, I believe, could have been a main event. Instead, this is a co-main event to Thurman versus Zoo. My thoughts, my opinion on Rolly Romero. I like Rolly. He's good for boxing. He's definitely an entertainer. One thing about it for sure is that, Rolly Romero, he only has about 14 fights, about 14, 15 fights. And like I said, I like him. He's good for the sport. A few things about him that kind of have like pros and cons with Rolly. One thing about Rolly is that, he's aggressive, he's strong, and he has a really good check hook, a check left hook, and he has a really good right hand. The only thing I don't like about Rolly, just my opinion, is that, when he squares up, not square, but when he's bladed, he's really wide on his feet, especially when he throws that jab. You step in with your jab, but he kind of like leaps in with his fucking jab. And sometimes I feel like his feet like are all over the place. And with somebody like Pitbull Cruz, him coming forward, Pitbull Cruz got that high guard, and I believe that's what took away, Tank's money shot, which is that uppercut. Rolly got some really good left hook, and I believe that high guard that Pitbull Cruz has, I think Rolly has a good chance of landing that left hook. Good right hand. He really does have a good right hand. He counters real well with it. He has some speed on him. The only thing about it, Rolly puts his hands down a little bit too much for my liking. Other than that, I think, he's a really good fighter. He's a champion at 140 pounds, but he's only ranked like, I think, number 8 or number 9, I believe. Pitbull Cruz, on the other hand, this is his first time moving up. He was at 135. I believe he was number 7 or number 6 in the 135 pound. 140 pounds, he's not even ranked, but he's getting a title shot, so, kudos to him. I just watched the, Under the Wraps, or under the Behind the Gloves, the promo that PBC is having. Real good promo. You got to check that out with Rolly, Pitbull Cruz. It shows him in Mexico, talking about how he's, got out of poverty, stuff like that. Tim Zoo, and Thurman, real good story about him with his late coach. I never knew the fact that, one of his coaches died, the ones he started with. So it's a real good story, real good editing, real good production by PBC. Shouts out to them. But like I said, Isaac Pitbull Cruz, when he fought Giovanni Cabrera, Giovanni he looked like a 140 pounder. Giovanni did. And what I liked about Giovanni is that he was using his jab really good, and he was throwing combinations, and he was turning left, he was pivoting right. So those are, to me, that was a good little blueprint on how you could be successful against Pitbull Cruz, being that he doesn't really have good footwork, how he just goes straight forward. Doesn't even fight really straight back. He goes one way and that's straight forward, but that's what works for him. So to me, Giovanni, he didn't have head moving at all. He was right there to be hit. Pitbull Cruz was just mauling him with left hooks. But like I said, somebody like Giovanni, he had that perfect style to give, Pitbull problems. When I seen that, I already knew, like, man, Shakur really, I believe, really has a good chance of beating Pitbull Cruz just with that style. And I'm pretty sure he would, with just that boxing style that Pitbull Cruz, kind of like his kryptonite, so to speak. So, like I said, in my opinion, this is going to be a really good fight. I don't know what Pitbull Cruz's power is going to look like at 140 pounds, especially with somebody like Rolly. So definitely going to be a good fight to watch. Back again with Pitbull Cruz, he doesn't throw enough jabs. What's working for him, which is straight left hooks, straight right hooks, coming straight down. Like I said, not really no jab at all. He has some head movement, and I like the way, like I said, his high guard, and the way I like the way he crouches down and comes forward, and that's what kind of gives a lot of people problems, and just that mental pressure that he applies to you. But like I said, Rolly Romero, Pitbull Cruz, definitely going to be an exciting fight. I'll give you guys my breakdown on who I think is going to win later on as the fight gets closer. Lace 'em up boxing. Subscribe to my channel, and I'm out.